Well, welcome to tip number 19 in the Evin System's 20 Insider Secrets about Tendering. I'm Dennis Thornton, and in this tip, I own a small company. Is it worth my while competing for government tenders with big companies that have loads of resources? And by the way, you might just want to watch this if you're in a big company. Well, never be afraid of bidding on a government contract, even if you think that you're trying to punch above your weight. Large companies have a very significant disadvantage compared to small companies, and it's linked to similar issues as those we discussed in tip 7 on the ideal size for teams. They're just too big to communicate effectively, and when communication breaks down, smart people end up inside very dumb companies very quickly indeed. Now, if you're part of a big company, then you'll see this happen all the time. Whenever the company gets above the 100 people or so mark, communication really breaks down, and a lot of decisions are made by committees, unless there's a very strong leadership and a willing workforce. Now, people in big groups take less responsibility for their actions, and perversely, this also can lead to them taking bigger risks. That's why every so often you see examples of spectacularly bad behaviour in big groups, whether it's a banker who's so over-leveraged he brings his company down, for example Nick Leeson in the Barings bank crash, and more recent examples, or a rioter openly challenging law and order. People in big crowds can make really big and dumb decisions, and sooner or later they pay for them too. So this provides a huge potential advantage for small companies, provided they play it right, by leveraging their uniqueness, attention to detail, or agility. Big companies, meanwhile, can mask their potential for clawed foot in it by recognising the pitfalls, organising in such a way that they protect against them, and draw on their resources to support them. Now, when I managed the successful tender to win Coast Guard helicopter search and rescue services, we did this successfully by setting our theme as the local team with global strength, and everything we wrote reflected this, which goes to show that a big company that acts like a small company is a very tenacious and cunning competitor. But fortunately for small companies, very few big ones get it. Now, if you found this information helpful, make sure you get my free guide, 20 Insider Secrets You Absolutely Must Know Before You Bid on a Government Tender. It's free, and it contains 20 of my best tips if you're tendering for public procurement contracts. Just go to www.winningtenderswithoutconsultants.com. See you there.